WWE heads down under to Melbourne, Australia this upcoming Saturday, October 6th, 2018, in Melbourne, Australia, for the biggest WWE live event in Australian history. Be taking place at the Melbourne Cricket Ground at 5 a.m. Eastern Time this Saturday, October 6, 2018, only on the WWE Network. 5 a.m. Eastern Time, 2 a.m. Saturday morning Pacific Time. Believe it'll be about 7 o'clock local time at night, as Australia is obviously more time zones ahead than the East Coast here in the United States of America. Got 10 matches for WWE Super Showdown. This is, as I said, the biggest WWE live event ever. I want to put that in there as well. Ever in Australian history. WWE's been there before, but they've never held a pay-per-view to this standard. As I said, this Saturday, 5 a.m., I'll be on Periscope. The plan is to be on Periscope at 5 a.m. If I'm up, I'll try to be up. I'm gonna try to go to bed early Friday night, and that probably won't happen, but I'll try to be up Saturday morning live on Periscope doing live reactions, play-by-play of WWE Super Showdown. So scroll down, go follow me on Periscope at CoolHandLuke96. All the other links to social media for Gridiron Ring and myself are also in the description below. So scroll down, check those out. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope, and Gridiron Ring's website. My Twitter and Instagram links are also down there. So scroll down, check those out. As I said, I'll be on Periscope, trying to be on Periscope. Plan is to be on Periscope this Saturday morning for WWE Super Showdown. 10 matches. One they're advertising as the last time ever in a singles match between the two. That's Triple H and The Undertaker. I'll save that for last because that will more than likely be the main event. You do have a WWE Championship match. Don't have a WWE Universal Championship match. No Brock Lesnar after he returned at WWE Hell in a Cell during the Hell in a Cell match between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. That was the match Strowman cashed in his in advance, right after SummerSlam. There, cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase to get a championship match, but then it ended in a no contest because Lesnar interfered, so Roman kept the title. Roman's in a six-man tag with his brothers, The Shield, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins going up against. They really haven't said it as of late, the Dogs of War. They were really promoting that, but that's Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. So a six-man tag there. But the main event, and like I said, I'll save that for the end here. Triple H versus The Undertaker, and they're advertising that as the last time ever as a singles match. But Shawn Michaels is going to be in Triple H's corner. Kane's going to be in The Undertaker's corner. More than likely at Crown Jewel, WWE Crown Jewel on Friday, November 2nd, which will be the next pay-per-view for all superstars, because here at the end of the month, October the 28th, Sunday, October 28th, only on the WWE Network, WWE is going to have the first ever all women's pay-per-view, and that's Evolution. I will probably be on Periscope for that because I'll probably do live reactions of the Sunday night game that night as well for football, for the NFL, the Saints and Vikings rematch from the NFC divisional round this past year, the Minneapolis Miracle game. So I'll probably flip back and forth between the two. But at WWE Crown Jewel in a little less than a month now, a month to the day yesterday, as today is Wednesday, October the 3rd. Yesterday I filmed my two football videos for the week, College Football Week 6 predictions and NFL Week 5 predictions, so go check those out right here on YouTube. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. But at WWE Crown Jewel, a little less than a month from today now, we'll probably have a tag team match between DX and the Brothers of Destruction. So Triple H and Shawn Michaels is going to reunite. Shawn Michaels with a new look, shaved his head. He's getting up there in age. He's starting to lose his hair, aren't we all? But anyways, the Brothers of Destruction, more than likely, Kane and the Undertaker will be taking on DX WWE Crown Jewel. And then we'll have Survivor Series there a little less, probably about 3 weeks after that, a little over a month away. So a lot of WWE stuff here in the near future, and then more football as well. So as I said, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be one of the first to get updates whenever I publish new videos. 3 new videos out this week. So as I said, thanks for watching this. Thanks for watching my WWE Super Showdown preview predictions. But be sure to go check out my you're watching WWE Super Showdown predictions. Go check out my college NFL predictions for this week. Week 6 for college and week 5 for the NFL. So I'll get into it now. 10 matches, as I said. I'll start with a tag team match, mixed tag team match, somewhat. Not the 4 competitors that are in it. I don't want to confuse anybody with mixed match challenge. There's 4 guys in this tag team match, but the tag teams that are competing are not normally a tag team. Mixed Match Challenge is also a good show to watch if you haven't watched it. If you have Facebook, it's on Facebook Watch there Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock after SmackDown Live gets over. They just started the 2nd season of that 3 weeks ago. Last night was the 3rd episode of the new season, and they changed it up a little bit this year as well. They added another match per episode, so 2 matches instead of 1. And then you have the Raw brand and the SmackDown brand, tag teams going up against each other. Trying to recap a lot of stuff that's happened since the last time I previewed a WWE pay-per-view. That was Hell in a Cell last month. And then the last time I talked about WWE was on Periscope for live reactions to WWE Hell in a Cell. So if you tuned in for that, thanks. First match show for WWE Super Showdown, and I'll be on Periscope. Plan is to be on Periscope Saturday morning at 5 a.m., 5 in the morning. You got Bobby Lashley and John Cena, who has not been seen since God knows when, going up against Elias and Kevin Owens. As I said, both these teams, not normally a tag team, but they are, Kevin Owens and John Cena have history together. Owens came up and beat John Cena on his first night on the main roster in the WWE. And then right now, Elias and Bobby Lashley are going at it. So it just makes sense to, have a tag team match between these 4 guys. I'm going to pick Bobby Lashley and John Cena to win. I would love Elias and Kevin Owens to win. Love for that to happen. But more than likely won't, because John Cena, he's been the face of the company for how long? WWE's going to Australia, going down under for the biggest WWE live event ever in Australia. You got to have, your face of the company, your number 1 guy, win his match, whether it be a singles match, a tag team match, a triple threat, whatever the case may be. In this instance, it's a tag team match, John Cena and Bobby Lashley versus Elias and Kevin Owens. Love both Elias and Kevin Owens, and like I said, I would love for them to win, but it ain't gonna happen Saturday morning here in the U.S. on the East Coast. Local time, Saturday night there, probably about 7 o'clock. So I think John Cena and Bobby Lashley will defeat Elias and Kevin Owens. Daniel Bryan and The Miz go to the SmackDown side here. They are going to be having a singles match to determine the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship that is currently held by AJ Styles. AJ Styles will be defending that WWE Championship, though, against Samoa Joe in a no count out, no disqualification match. Basically a no holds barred match, but they have not said that. It's basically what it is. And I'll get to that match here in a minute. But currently AJ Styles is WWE Champion, so whoever wins this on paper, because this match will more than likely be before the WWE Championship match. The WWE Championship match will probably be the co-main event along with The Undertaker and Triple H. As I said, they're promoting that as the last time ever. So then the winner of the number 1 contendership match between Daniel Bryan and The Miz will probably be ringside on commentary. I would think that, maybe not. Maybe they have like a backstage interview right after the match gets over or something, and then he comes out. I don't know, and then have a face-to-face. We'll see. But I think Daniel Bryan is going to win this. He came back from injury there right before WrestleMania. had a feud with Big Cass, who's no longer with the WWE. They released him. He's been basically floating around ever since. He has been in a feud with The Miz, and they had a singles match there at SummerSlam, and then a mixed tag match at Hell in a Cell last month to promote Mixed Match Challenge, which came back there the Tuesday after Hell in a Cell a couple weeks ago there. But now they're having another singles match, and it's for the #1 contendership. And Miz went over this past Tuesday night, last night on SmackDown. So whoever stands tall 9 times out of 10 on the go-home show for a pay-per-view normally does not win at the pay-per-view. So history and the facts, the stats are on Daniel Bryan's side on that. So I'm going to pick Daniel Bryan to defeat The Miz. I really could care less, or I shouldn't say I could care less, who wins this match. I would be happy with whoever wins this match. I like both these guys. There's a lot of stuff that they could do with both Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe, The Miz and AJ Styles, The Miz and Samoa Joe. So I'm going to pick Daniel Bryan to defeat The Miz for the #1 contendership for the WWE Championship. And then the 6-man tag, as I said, Roman Reigns not defending his Universal Championship. Seth Rollins not defending the Intercontinental Championship either. Dean Ambrose still no championship. Been hinting at turning heel the past couple weeks on Monday Night Raw, if you've been watching Raw the past couple weeks. Maybe he does that Saturday. Maybe he does that, a couple months down the line. Who knows? But the Shield. So no Universal Championship match, no Intercontinental Championship match, and no United States Championship match at the WWE Super Showdown. Because the Shield, Nakamura really hasn't been in a storyline, and the Universal, he's the U.S. champion, and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, the Universal champion and Intercontinental champion, they're in the 6-man tag with Dean Ambrose as the Shield going up against the Dogs of War. As I said, they really haven't called them that as of late after promoting it heavily there at the start. But that's Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. And the Shield, they're definitely going to go over in this match. If they don't, I would be shocked. Strowman, reportedly working hurt, injured at the moment. We'll have to see how much time he gets in this match. Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins will probably do most of the work because they've been in a feud for the Intercontinental Championship. Dean Ambrose, once he came back, he was in Rollins' corner at SummerSlam against Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre was in Ziggler's corner. So Ambrose has been going head-to-head with McIntyre, and Strowman's been going head-to-head with the Universal Champion right now, Roman Reigns, after Reigns defeated Lesnar at SummerSlam. But then, as I said, Lesnar came back, and there'll probably be a Universal Championship match at WWE Crown Jewel on Friday, November 2nd. I'll be on Periscope for that as well at this point in time. Might have something going on that weekend, but I'll find out more about that here in the coming weeks. But the plan is to be on Periscope for both Super Showdown, Evolution, and WWE Crown Jewel, and Survivor Series, and I believe it's TLC in December. So the next 5 pay-per-views, and then the Royal Rumble will be in January, leading up to WrestleMania there, on the road to WrestleMania. I'll be on Periscope. As I said, I'll be on Periscope for all WWE pay-per-views and college and NFL football games. So Shield over Dogs of War, Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler. Ronda Rousey is going to team with the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie, to go head-to-head with the Riot Squad. Ronda, Raw Women's Champion. Bella's one of the main faces of the women's division. You got to have them win over the Riot Squad. So you have a true heel versus face matchup in this, with the Riot Squad being the heel in the 6-woman tag. But Ronda Rousey, they're not going to have her lose a match anytime soon after putting the title on her at SummerSlam there almost 2 months ago. Another women's match. I guess I'll do all 3 women's matches. The next one is Asuka Naomi versus the Iconics. The Iconics are from Australia, and that's why I think they'll win. and especially Asuka and Naomi went over on SmackDown Live this past week. Stood tall on the Go Home show. So give me the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. I think they do awesome promos in the ring. Some other people not so high on that, not so much. But give me the Iconics over Asuka and Naomi, and then Becky Lynch I think will retain the SmackDown Women's Championship over Charlotte. This feud really has been dull, if you ask me. Not really that exciting to sit down and, okay, I gotta watch this, like what's gonna happen next. It's not like the AJ Styles Samoa Joe feud at the moment. The Miz Daniel Bryan feud's good at the moment as well, but the one big thing WWE has going for them on both Raw and SmackDown, haven't watched NXT as of late. I have all the episodes since NXT Brooklyn 4 on my watch list on the WWE Network to watch. Maybe I'll watch those by the end of the week. I don't know. Let's see what I'm doing. But the AJ Styles Samoa Joe feud is probably the best thing WWE has going for him at the moment, if you ask me. If you think otherwise, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys have questions, you guys have comments, there's that comment section down below, so just drop it in the comment section. You can also tweet at me at CoolWayneLuke96. Instagram's at LGoddessArt96. As I said, all the links to all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope, and Gridiron Ring's website, along with my Twitter and Instagram, are in the description below. So scroll down, check those out. Speaking of AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, they're going at it toe-to-toe once again in a no count-out, no disqualification match for the WWE Championship. As I said, this is basically a no-holds-barred match. I just haven't said that. Give me Samoa Joe to defeat AJ Styles. I know Styles is on the cover of WWE 2K19 that's going to be coming out next Tuesday on all platforms other than the Switch, Nintendo Switch, I believe. I don't think it's on that. Everything else it's on, though, system-wise. So PS4, Xbox One, Wii, whatever, Wii U, whatever the hell's out there. I have everything, but it's hard to keep up with all the video games and all the video game systems that are out there today, because you look at one thing and then the next week they're coming out with something brand new, and it's like, well, okay, what the hell is this? But I know Styles is on the cover of the video game 2K19, WWE 2K19 is coming out next Tuesday. But Styles, he's had the title now since right before Survivor Series last year. I wouldn't mind. That's the phrase, the word I was looking for earlier for Daniel Bryan and The Miz. I wouldn't mind either of them winning. As I said, I could care less. No, I could not care less. I do care about most of these matches. But I wouldn't mind seeing Daniel Bryan or The Miz be the new #1 contender. I wouldn't mind seeing AJ Styles retain or Samoa Joe win the WWE Championship. This is probably the best thing WWE has going for him at the moment, in my opinion. As I said, if you think otherwise, let me know. But if you want to have AJ be a #1 guy, which he is, we've seen that since he basically came to the WWE almost 3 years ago now, hard to believe, when he debuted at the Royal Rumble. He would have to be WWE champion for, he wouldn't have to be, because I said he already is a #1 guy, but it'd be good, it'd be better for him if he would hold the title there for a year, a little over a year. As I said, it's coming up on a year, right before Survivor Series last year. So probably about another month and a week, maybe 2 weeks, AJ Styles will be at that 365-day mark as the WWE champion. They had Lesnar break the record when he was Universal Champion before he dropped it to Roman Reigns SummerSlam last month, 2 months ago. Maybe they have Styles get up there as well. Like I said, I wouldn't mind having Styles retain, but I think Samoa Joe will win on Saturday at WWE Super Show-Down. Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe, two of the best heels in the business at the moment, maybe of all time. But there's still a lot more that they can do with this feud. So I think you have a title switch. You could have Joe win by disqualification, but Styles still holds the title, still is the champion then. You know, and then have Styles finally lose the title to, you know, Samoa Joe again, maybe Daniel Bryan, maybe The Miz at WWE Crown Jewel next month. Maybe you have a Fatal 4-Way at Crown Jewel, maybe you have a Fatal 4-Way at Survivor Series out in LA there, middle of November. So I'm going to say the Samoa Joe wins on Saturday, and then, you know, we'll go from there. I'll talk more about it on Periscope Saturday morning. As I said, I'll going to try to be on Periscope Saturday morning for this 5 a.m. start for WWE Super Showdown 2018. And then 3 more matches than the main event. 2 more matches in the main event, so 3 total. Yeah. Cedric Alexander defending the Cruiserweight Championship against an Aussie, Buddy Murphy, who is engaged to Alexa Bliss. She got banged up there. They took her off some events. She has come back. She had a Moment of Bliss promo this past week on Monday Night Raw. Always a great thing to watch. She always does a good job. Buddy Murphy, because he's Australian, I think he'll win the Cruiserweight Championship. I did see, however, Cedric Alexander, he is close to breaking Neville's Cruiserweight Championship record for days held, so WWE loves that. You know, that's why I said maybe they have Styles just keep holding the title, the WWE title, until he breaks CM Punk's record, Brock Lesnar's record. I think Samoa Joe's going to win, but I think Buddy Murphy's going to win as well because he's from Australia, so I'd pick the Iconics. One of those two probably won't come true, unfortunately, but we'll see come Saturday for WWE Super Showdown. And then the New Day are defending the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships against The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. Give me The Bar in that. There's a whole lot more that they can do with this feud. You know, maybe a title change is a part of that. The New Day, they've been pushing this Mr. Bootyworth guy really, really hard as of late. I don't know if they want to push it too hard, push it too far. They probably will, and that's probably why they'll win. Maybe he gets involved some way. We'll see. Give me The Bar though over the New Day. Again, these are just my predictions. These aren't what's going to happen. Normally, I'm never close on this. Now, football games, I've been doing somewhat decently well this year. As I said, go check out my football videos right here on YouTube. And then the main event. It's been promoted as the last time ever between Triple H and The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels going to be in Triple H's corner. Kane going to be in The Undertaker's corner. I could see this ending in a no contest, to be honest with you, because as I said earlier, probably going to get a tag team match at WWE Crown Jewel. Maybe a singles match then between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker at Survivor Series. Maybe at Royal Rumble, maybe at WrestleMania next year. Maybe Kane versus Triple H. Who the hell knows? If they did do the tag team match between the Brothers of Destruction and DX, do it at Crown Jewel, because that would, timeline-wise, that would be smart, because you have a singles match now. You got Michaels and Kane in the corners of both these guys. You do a tag team match, then another singles match. Maybe you put a title on somebody for the hell of it. WWE would do that, and you know, make the implications more harder, smarter as well. Give people a reason to watch, and that's why they're promoting this as the last time ever. Because you remember back WrestleMania 27 and 28, The Undertaker and Triple H faced off 2 years in a row after Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels 2 years in a row at WrestleMania 25 and 26. So, like I said, I could see this ending in a no contest, but give me The Undertaker in a clean pinfall win over Triple H Saturday morning at WWE Super Showdown, just because The Undertaker is The Undertaker. He has that presence. He's one of the most known superstars in WWE history. They're going down to Australia for, again, the biggest WWE live event ever in Australia. So those are my WWE Super Showdown predictions. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you guys want to post your predictions in the comments below, that's totally fine. If you guys want to subscribe to Gridiron Ring right here on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Go like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope, and go check out Gridiron Ring's website as well, along with my Twitter and Instagram. All the links are in the description below. So I will see everybody Saturday morning, 5 a.m. for WWE Super Showdown live reactions, play-by-play.